Welcome back, you guys. Tonight we're going to be working on a Glock 21, and this is going to be a very complete build. So we're going to be doing a little bit of work on the slide and a little bit of work on the frame. I'm really excited about this. I have a lot of people that reach out to me that happen to have 21s, and they say, hey, I just don't see a video on there that you've done any. I've done a lot of 21s, but at the end of the day, what it comes down to is they've always been small things like windows on the front or an arm on the back or something like that. It's never been really a complete build, so it wasn't enough to really show a complete build video. So I'm really excited about giving you guys the opportunity to see what we can do with a 21 and how we can tie that all together between the slide and the frame. So let's quickly take you through the process of exactly the work that we're going to be performing to better help you understand it as it unfolds. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to cut this for a vortex Benham in between the rear, where the existing rear dovetail is and where the barrel locks up. We have enough room here because the 21 has a larger slide, or it's a larger framed gun overall. We don't have an issue hitting that plunger hole. So that's going to be kind of cool. We're going to leave that alone. Well, that's pretty much the only thing we're going to be doing on the top, other than we will be replacing this with some suppressor sights. So in the end, when you see the complete video, you'll actually see it completely built. So you'll end up seeing those suppressor sights. We'll bag these other ones. We'll put the correct ones on there. Now, let me tell you just a little bit about what we're going to be doing on the sides of the slide. So we're going to be doing some ball nose work. We're going to come down here with the ball nose, come across, and come back up. Okay, so we're going to be shaving the side. We're going to be leaving the nose alone right here. And then, of course, we're going to come, after the ball nose work, we're going to come back through here with an end mill. We're going to go ahead and pocket that out. So basically, we'll have some nice detailed work around where the ejection side is of the slide, and then the rest of it will all be shaved down to remove that existing text on there. Clean it up, just make it look a little bit better. Also, what we're going to be doing to the top frame itself is we're going to go ahead and do the chain link pattern on the grips. I should say on the rear serration. So we're going to end up doing a chain link pattern right here, pretty deep. Of course, that's going to look really nice and attractive once we get that underneath the Cerakote. Now, what we're going to be doing to the frame is we're going to go ahead and shave all this down. So we're going to go ahead and make this all smooth, uniformed. It's not going to be, two-toned or two-ribbed like it is now here. We're not going to be doing anything to the front or the back of the frame itself, just the sides. So we're going to go ahead and clean this up. We're going to go ahead and clean up around here. We're going to run the chain link pattern on this section here, and of course on the big flat section, we're going to go ahead and remove the Glock logo that's on there. We'll remove some of this text and some of the other things and make it look just a little bit better. And then one of the requests that the customer had was to add the chain link pattern right here. So we're going to go ahead and add the chain link pattern right here as well, kind of between here and here in this flat zone. I think they're just wanting a little bit extra grip on the bottom of there, so that's going to be pretty nice as well. So we'll go ahead and clean that up. We'll go ahead and add that chain link pattern and tie it all together. Now, the main thing is that we're going to be doing a two-tone color on this. So we're going to be doing a tactical black on the bottom, and then on the top we're going to be doing a I think it's the Magpul Stealth Gray. I have to go back and check. Make sure I get all my colors right. I have them all written down, but at the end of the day, the slide is going to be just a little bit offset from the frame. I definitely know this is going to be tactical black. So basically the lower, the barrel, the sights, the optic, those are all going to kind of match. And then the frame is going to be just a little bit offset on a gray. So it's not going to be a whole lot of different tone between the two, but it's going to be just enough to have a little bit of offset. And like I said, I've got to go back and check my notes on that. That'll be obviously the last thing that we do is the coloring. So I have a little bit of time there, I guess, to sort all that out. But guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and strip this down. We're going to bag these parts. We're going to go ahead and go over to the Tormach 770. We're going to go ahead and get the slide work done, okay? Then while that's going on, more than likely I'll start working on some of the frame, and then we'll bring it all back as a final product and take a look and see exactly what we came up with. All right, guys, well, this is our final product, and man, I am just really excited about this overall. You guys knew, as I said in the beginning of the video, that this was one of the first builds I've had an opportunity to do a full 21 with a larger frame. You know, I've done a lot of the 17 and 19s and 43s and stuff, but I haven't done a whole lot of the larger framed Glock models. So I was just really excited about having the opportunity to do that. The lower came together real nice with the upper, so we've got some nice matching here. Also, we have it on the bottom of our trigger guard here. I can get you in focus. So real nice there. So basically, this is your Magpul Combat Gray on Tactical Black. So in the dark lighting environment, it's really hard to tell that this is actually a two-tone gun. I'm obviously using a light here inside of the garage so we can actually see that just a little bit better on the two. Now, of course, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna get you guys a couple of pictures in the natural light. You will definitely be able to tell the difference. You're also gonna be able to see those accent blacks, which is like your barrel, your obviously your suppressor sights, and then your RMR mounted. So you're definitely gonna be able to see your black stuff on the Tactical Gray. But overall, I'm really pleased with the way it came out. Very, very aggressive rear grip serrations back here. Let's see if we can get you guys a little closer. This is a really popular feature that a lot of people request because it's just one of those deals where it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. The turnaround time is quite a bit quicker than some of what the other items can be. Like if you have an RMR done or something along those lines, you're going to find that it ends up being a little bit longer, or the turnaround time is a little bit longer than it is if you're just getting rear grip serrations done. And it's very, very aggressive. I mean, it's definitely aggressive. If you ran it hard enough, you could probably remove some skin. You're not going to have to worry about anything about moisture on your hands or being wet, especially if you do any kind of competition shooting or anything like that. But overall, very, very pleased with it. Guys, let's take you outside. Let's get some pictures, and let's just talk about what's going on.
You know what, guys, I decided to bring you right outside. Now, the ground is a little bit wet. Obviously, this is natural light. We have no artificial light here or anything like that, so we're going to get to see the actual color that we have here. But overall, I'm really pleased with the way this came out. And normally, I would just take you guys out. We'd run a couple of pictures in here. We'd kind of put those into the end video, but I'm really happy with the overall appearance that we came up with. I'm running with one hand here, guys, so I apologize. But definitely a slick, nice-looking firearm. We've definitely added some character to it over the factory 21, so really pleased with that. Just has a real nice appeal to it now.
All right, guys, if this is your first video of ours that you're watching, go back, watch some of the older content. If you like the content, hit the like button. If you happen to like the channel, subscribe. Get your notifications turned on. Have the ability to watch these videos that don't cost you anything, but you get to see some really cool stuff from really cool builds. What we're doing right here real quick is we haven't shown this off yet on the channel. We have a new laser that came in. We are going to do a dedicated laser video that's going to demonstrate exactly everything about this machine. However, I just want to show you guys a little bit about it before we get to that full-blown video. So what we've done is we went ahead and cycled it on, okay? So at this point in time, we went ahead and we put a piece of stainless down here, and we just put a piece of metal over here on the left-hand side to basically hold it down so it doesn't move, and then we put another piece on the right-hand side to do the same. At this point in time, what we're going to do is we're going to run the autofocus. So we're able to go into the machine here and run autofocus, and what it's going to do is it's going to bring that head down, as you can see here. I'm going to bring you guys in just a little closer while this is going on. What it's going to do is it's going to bring that head down, and it's going to touch off on this piece of metal. And once it touches off on the piece of metal, it's going to close the circuit, and then it's going to know when the tip is on the metal, okay? So traditional CO2 lasers aren't really geared towards metal cutting or engraving. They're more geared towards your ceramic, your tile, your rubber, your leather, your wood, you know, that kind of stuff. This was a special order machine. I wanted it to fit into the needs of what I already do, but yet add new functionality for the stuff that we're not offering. So this is exactly what we ordered and kind of why we ordered it. We are going to do a full-blown video. We are going to show the machine as a whole. We are going to go through the process of actually cutting some stuff live on our Facebook account, but today we're not actually going to be running any cuts. I'm going to do a real quick video with you guys, just showing us running through some wood as we were running some samples. That was already posted once on our Facebook page, so if you've already seen it on our Facebook page, then you kind of know what's going on. But basically what the machine's doing right now is it's coming down, touching off, we're getting our autofocus all set up. At that point in time, we're going to go ahead and run a box. It's going to show us where we would normally be engraving, and once again, we will not be engraving right now. So this is our work area, okay? So once that all comes up, then we're gonna go ahead and hit start. Now, when we hit start, what's gonna happen is the machine knows the distance between the head and the workpiece, okay? And then of course, once it touches off, it gets continuity, so it knows that it's on the workpiece. So it has a pierce height. So what happens is as that comes down, it ends up opening the oxygen and it actually throws a higher burst of energy to do a pierce. So it basically comes down in at an angle, it runs a pierce, and then after that, it actually does its pattern. Now, I get to choose different things with this machine, like are we engraving, are we cutting, are we following a trace inside, outside the line, how are we doing it? So based off the way that I design the program, we can do a pierce from the inside if we're cutting a letter out, or we can do a pierce from the outside if we're cutting something out and we don't want to mark the inside of it. So it could be on either side of the line, or we can do an engrave, which would actually do a shade of that area. So we can actually bring the material all down a certain height, just like you would with our fiber engraver. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and hit start, and you're gonna hear it click. So every time it comes down, it gets clicked. Where it clicks, it's opening up the relay for the oxygen to come through. So we're gonna go ahead and show you that. So once again, we're not running anything right now. That's not really what this video is about. We are working through some of the details on this machine still. So we've got a couple of issues that we're still working through and some things like that. So we're not fully functional where we need to be. But I do want you guys to know that we are going to be offering new stuff and cool stuff. So that's definitely a really awesome opportunity. So guys, if you're not following us, go over to our Instagram. It's the same name, NCEngravers. Feel free to go to the webpage. At the bottom of the webpage, you're going to see YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook links. Those are direct links to us. Click on those. They'll bring you right to those sources. You can then follow, or like, however you'd like to do that wherever we're at. So I would encourage you to go over to our Facebook, follow us over on there. We do our giveaways over on our Facebook. We also do the where and the when, so what gun shows we're going to be at. We have some of the newer stuff, like one of the places that this machine was first posted was over there. We didn't actually put anything on our Instagram. We haven't put anything on our YouTube until now. So there was an opportunity to actually see that a little bit earlier over there than what you guys haven't seen if you're just a YouTube follower. And then of course we have Instagram, and on our Instagram we end up having a lot of pictures of that content. So if it's not a full-blown video, we just have a little bit of something that we're working on. We're gonna go ahead and post it over on there. But guys, I would highly encourage you to follow us. We have a lot of cool things going on. We've got a lot of big builds coming up. And guys, stay tuned for some other really cool videos. And always feel free to send me an email. So if you guys have a question about anything, there is a contacts tab on the webpage. Go to the contacts tab, fill it out, and just tell me what's going on, and we'll work through your project with you.